Peace, y'all. Hey, came back with another one. So, I just want to kind of reiterate some of what I was talking about, in my other video, the one before this one about awareness. And I think this is going to be a short video anyway, because I just wanted to get this out real quick. Because the video I did about awareness from my last one, I was talking about like how you being aware that you're aware is like your credential, because that's your path to your own consciousness, and how your consciousness basically can have a chance to evolve. Like, you can just look at, sorry, I got allergies, my bad. Damn. Allergies been killing me. But, so you being conscious and being aware of how aware you are is like, it's like your pathway. It's like your chance in this time of your life to seek more knowledge, and for you to be able to evolve and to elevate your consciousness. Because like I said, a lot of people aren't born in this lifetime to know that. They don't, people are aware, but they're not aware that they're aware. And I can go on and forever saying that phrase repeatedly, right? And that can get tiring, but that's the truth. Like, most people don't know that their awareness even means anything. And again, a lot of people don't even know that they don't know. But you knowing is a good thing, because that could be a jump start for you to evolve and to grow. Because it's like, I guess your soul has chosen to make that type of evolutionary movement forward in this life. You know, you could have been aware your whole life, actually, and you just didn't know it. You just didn't have like the guide, the exact specific guide and tools for you to utilize to, you know, to grow, until you start finding like books and certain teachers that can come across your life. But it could be undeniable that you've always been aware that you were aware. And I often come across like these other like consciousness type of videos and channels on YouTube where they just sound really fancy in their wording, and they have like those audio type of videos where they just have pictures, or they just have like an animation thing on the screen, but it's not a person talking, or it's not a person that you see like this talking. It's just like an audio type of video, right? Where you just have the voice in the background, but it's like an animation, or it's a picture. And sometimes they have like subtitles. But I just find that a lot of those videos where they're talking really fancy about it, like your awareness and your consciousness and being aligned with when one is aligned with their chakras, once one is aligned with their chakras and their energetic body, in this lifetime they will progress forward once they have come into unity with oneself, and blah, 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 blah. They're just like rambling, right? Like, and I don't mean to down videos like that, but it's like, when I watch them, for myself, I'm thinking like, dude, get to the point. Like, get to it. Get to the knowledge. You're just talking for 40 minutes in a whole video for a whole last hour, and you just, the consciousness of the unity of the human mind, once you have attained this level of information and knowledge, you have surpassed other people around you who are not aware. Blah, blah, blah. Like, actually, it's funny. A lot of them discuss about not getting into the trappings of the ego, but ironically enough, those kind of videos can seem kind of condescending. And in turn, if you're like gullible, or if you're not that grounded in who you are and in your influence, could influence you and make you think that you're all that for knowing certain things, or for having some level of awareness. Now you think you're better than other people around you just because you saw that video and it's telling you how people around you are zombies and they don't know nothing. Like, that's not true. Like I said, they're aware just like you are. The only difference that might stand you out amongst the rest of the people around you is you are the one that's aware that you're aware. And other people are aware, but they don't know. They don't know that they're aware. Like, right? Like the fish thing. You might be a fish that knows you're in water, while the other fish don't know they're in water, but whatever the case, you are still in that same water with all those fish. Only difference is you know it. And so in many ways, that is like the magic, right? Because you know something more than what you are. You know beyond your everyday tasks and the daily race, like the daily grind that you're in every day. You know a little bit more to it. You know a little bit more about your existence than what is just in front of you, and that's what makes you unique, in a sense. You're aware of something deeper. You're aware of something that's of a higher calling than what you have in front of you in this physical reality. That's the difference. But you know, it's still fair game. Like, you're still here just like everybody else. The difference is your journey and your path is unique just like everyone else's, but you being aware that you're aware is like one of the key differences in this game. Is like, you know a little bit more than the average person, in the sense that this physical world is not the end all be all for you. You were able to always sense something deeper and more profound on a higher calling, you know, and you answering it is like, one sign of you answering it is you trying to get the knowledge, or you're starting to feel this curiosity within you that's really itching to know more, you know. And again, it's not how much you know, and this is like an old saying in the community, right? In the spiritual community, it's like, it's not how much you know, it's how much you're willing to know. It's how much you want to know that determines really your credentials and how much you're going to awaken and how much you're going to learn. It's how much you want to know. You're emptying that cup. When you're satisfied with what you know and you think you already got it, then that's where you're kind of impeding your ability to grow. So it's not what you know so much. It's not what you know, it's how much you're willing to know that matters in your conscious journey. So those videos can give a wrong impression sometimes because they sound so fancy with all them words and the tone of voice that they're using. Like they sound like they're from like a 1930s old recording, talking off of a Bible, reading off like a Bible verse or some shit. Like, it's not even like that, dude. Like, this is the work. You do the work within, and you are that light, meaning the knowledge is like the light that you bring about within yourself, that you cast out to the world. And that's how you kind of set an example with others around you, is that energy that you're cultivating. Like, every day you're cultivating that energy when you do the work, and it resonates in your aura, and it kind of radiates, and people on a deeper sense, not maybe beyond their conscious ego, they can feel something about you, they can sense something about you, right? Because on a higher perspective, there's something that they're able to like sense with you, that's unique, that's special, that's kind of out of this world. And when I say that, again, that's not to get in your heads and make your head all big and stuff, but again, everyone's journey is unique and everyone's journey is different. And so really what I really wanted to say, what I should have said at the beginning of this video, is like, being aware or being conscious is like being in love, because nobody else knows it but you. So it's like, this is kind of like from the Matrix, right? Where the Oracle tells Neo, like, knowing that you're the one is like being in love. Nobody can tell you that you are, only you know that you are. And so that's the same thing with consciousness. And like I said, reiterating from my last video, is like, you're aware that you're aware, and only you know that. Other people are aware too, but they're not quite like they don't know that they are. Does that make sense? Like they're aware just like you are. They're as much capable and independent and capable. I said capable twice, didn't I? They're capable and independent and have a lot of potential just like you do. But the difference, again, between you and them is they don't know it. They don't know what to do with that awareness. They're aware, but the levels of their mind or their consciousness is not really going anywhere because maybe the life that they have and their existence is not something profound to them, and they're just here living it just like everybody else, but their consciousness is just not quite in depth like yours. It's like this might be all that there is for them. They don't know what's going to happen to them after this. They're just here now, and that's it. You know more about your existence than meets the eye. And that's the difference. That's how, excuse me. That's the difference with like knowing about your awareness, right? So it's like being in love. Nobody else can really tell you, and nobody else knows it but you. Only you would know if you are. And that's exactly what it is with your consciousness. Somehow, only you know that you are. There's something about you that's just different. And you know it, and you've always known it. And it's not something even words or even anything that I'm saying can put a description on it, but you know something about you that stands you out in the crowd. There's something about you that's more to it than what's in the physical. You're aware about something. You're aware of your soul. You're aware of your consciousness. You're aware of something on a higher calling that words can't describe, but only you know this. No one else knows it, and no one else can tell you anything about it. No one can have words to share about it for you. Only you can do this. That's why it's your journey. So, I just wanted to say that real fast, is that, being aware is like being in love. Nobody knows it but you. So I'm gonna head on out with this one, and I'm gonna just drop this video real quick and just express that. So this was a real quick video for me. So, with that being said, peace.